This is the Nerf Ultra Challenge.
Me and Eddie have got experience. We used to play this when we was younger.
I'll let the blaster do the tongs.
Welcome to AFTV. This is a weird circumstance right now. But you know what? You got the what's that? The whiskey celebration. What is that,
yeah,
bro?
Yo, listen, right? I haven't been thinking about Arsenal all Christmas, right? I've been feeling ill, and I said to myself on Christmas Day, I'm going to enjoy my Christmas. I'm not even going to think about Arsenal. Yeah. And I was very proud of the performance today by the team. That was an excellent performance. It really was. I was gutted that I wasn't there with you guys to watch it. I was watching you guys, and funny enough, I was slightly ahead of you guys. So when the Xhaka goal went in, I was watching you lot go mental. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But I
couldn't believe it.
I was so proud of that performance today. It was a really, really good performance.
The youngsters just outshined everyone. Actually, you know what? Not just everyone. I think I've got to take my hat off to Xhaka and Bellerin. I've given them a lot of criticism in the past. I know you predicted Xhaka should start. I thought he was.
Yeah, hey, remember? There was I saw that at the start of the show, right? I saw everybody mocking me. Oh, why is Xhaka starting? But I thought to myself, like, when I did my starting lineup, I put Xhaka in it because I'm like, after him letting us down the other day, he's got a point to prove. I want to see him come in and prove a point. And wow, what a performance by him. I mean, It wasn't just a free kick, which I have to admit, when he stepped over that free kick, I'm like, yo, bro, where you going, man? Leave that alone. You know what I mean? Right? But it wasn't just a free kick. I thought he was very dynamic in his play. He was always looking to get that ball forward. He was the more advanced of the two midfielders there with him and El Neni. And I thought he had a brilliant game. And I thought, like you said, that the young players, Martinelli, outstanding. He should have scored right at the start. He had that overhead kick. He was just infectious. Saka, absolutely brilliant. Smith Rowe, for a long time I've been saying, out of all those youngsters, I remember he was the first one that really impressed me. Then he got injured, and I was so pleased to see him get a start. And I thought he was brilliant as well today. And I think that it was their sort of energy got passed on to all the other players, and they all stepped up. Bellerin was brilliant today. Tierney was absolutely phenomenal today. I'm wondering if he's really my man in the match, because he was brilliant in defence. He's brilliant going forward. Pablo Mari, I thought, was good. You know, it's a bit of a shame that he gave away that penalty at the end. Leno dug him out, but I felt that was more of a tired foul from a player that's not played 90 minutes of football for Arsenal this season. And, you know, and I thought Lacazette was brilliant today. You know what I mean? And the reason why he was so good is because he had runners. So he was able to hold the ball up, and then he'd have Martinelli running off him. He'd have Smith Rowe running off him. He'd have Saka running off of him. He ain't had that this season. He's got the ball come up to him, and then he's looked around. There's no one near him. And then, you know, basically he's just been surrounded by about 3 defenders or whatever, and he's lost the ball. But I felt today he had runners, and yeah, fantastic performance today. We fully deserved it. I mean, my Chelsea mate was texting me during the game, and he was so unhappy with what they was doing, and it was brilliant. Well done to Arsenal, man. That really, really was good.
It was good. Robbie, why did it take so long? This is the question. Why did it take so long for the youngsters to be starting? And was it due to obviously players being unwell and injuries? Or do you think, you know what, Arteta made this decision through tactics in the training ground? Like, why did it take so long to happen?
I think it would have been interesting to see if Willian hadn't have been sick. Because when I first saw the team, I saw no Willian, no Luiz. I'm thinking, is there something up here that both of those are missing? But then I saw his press conference before the game. Well, his talk before the game, and he said that they were both injured, and Gabriel had come into contact with somebody who's had COVID, which I know all about at the moment, and so it was kind of forced upon him that he was going to have to make these changes. Now, after seeing what he's seen today, I'm sorry, the next game, if Willian does recover, he doesn't come back in for me, and that's going to be the test that I want to see from Arteta, because the young players today, they look hungry.
Yes.
Smith Rowe, you could see, was hungry. And what I liked about it, right, is that those young players were so brave today. They wanted the ball. They wanted to do things with the ball. Martinelli was closing down everybody. He reminded me of Alexis Sanchez. He really did when he was at his prime. And I felt it was those guys who were the driving force. We started off the game quick, which is something that we haven't been doing. You know, how many games have we been watching? And it's a slow
it's exhausting.
start, and then we concede a goal, and then that wakes us up. No, we were on it from minute one. And I felt that it was just a really, really confident, committed performance by the team, and I was proud. I was very proud to have on my Arsenal shirt watching that game. I'm at home. I'm sick. I've been sick over Christmas, and trust me, they perked me right up, man. I was so happy with that performance today. It was unbelievable. It was brilliant.
100%, Robbie. It was an inspiring performance, in my opinion. It's something that I hope can continue when we go forward. The only thing
it has to.
Has to. Yeah, you're right.
It has to. It can't be. This can't be. They've set the standard now. They can't now go to Brighton and then put in some little lackluster thing, or they can't go, when we got West Brom and put in some little lackluster. This is the bar that they've set now. They need to go, because if they play like that against Brighton and they play like that against West Brom, they'll beat them. Yeah. But the work rate, we've got to match these teams for their work rate and stuff like that. And, Brighton will work hard and Brighton will fight. But I was very impressed today. I was very, very impressed today. And I was kind of pleased with the manager. You know what I mean? I've criticised him a lot. I was just happy to see him get a win, and happy to see it wasn't just that wasn't a sneak win or that was a fully deserved win. Even when Chelsea got that penalty, I'm like, you lot don't deserve to get no goals in this game, really, because we dominated. Even when they got their goal, we just at the other end, we should have made it 4. Correct. So I was happy for Arteta, really pleased for him, man. And as I keep saying, right, if they are gonna back this guy, if they're backing him, they're saying they're backing him, then back him in the transfer window. Give him quality. We don't know what. I've criticised him a lot, but to be honest, I don't know what he can really do because he ain't had the players. So I'd like to see him. I was even sort of reflecting on it, Cecil. I was saying to myself, what's the team like if we've actually, and don't get me wrong, we still need more. Yeah. But if Partey's fit, Martinelli's fit, Aubameyang's fit, you start to see, you start to see a decent enough team coming through just to sort out the defensive areas. Yeah, with Gabriel as well back in and stuff, and maybe a Louise or Mari, like it starts to come together quite well and nicely. And like you said, I need some players to come back. I have to say, some much maligned players today stepped up, man. Rob Holding was brilliant. I know. Bellerin was brilliant today. He was the captain, and I could hear you guys cussing off on the stream to start off with. And I thought that Maitland-Niles should have started, but trust me, I'm always a guy, right? That when I'm wrong, I hold my hands up. Same. Bellerin today was a brilliant performance by him. Yeah. Him and Tierney on each side. Listen, and remember, they're up against 2 top wing backs in, Reece James. Yeah. You're up against what's his name from Chelsea, Chilwell. Them man were anonymous today, man. Yeah. Facts. Reece James was like he was quiet today, and I was scared. He was pocketed, man. He was pocketed, and I rate that. I think he's a brilliant player, but he was pocketed. I'll tell you one thing, right? If I was a Chelsea fan, though, I'd be questioning Lampard why he didn't bring on Giroud. Right? I was sitting there, and I'm just thinking, please. The only thing is now they're going to bring Giroud on later. They'll start whipping in crosses, and that I know him. He'll get on the end. And they didn't bring him on. He brought on Havertz. I was like, I know. I was surprised as well, Robbie. Like they were putting in crosses as well. They had a lot of crosses in, but there was no one to convert them. And I was thinking, Giroud comes on. That was a strange decision, but who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares, man? And that's an amazing victory. We done the super fan debate the other day. The Chelsea fans there were smug. Lewis was there. And yeah, I think 3-0. And I said to him, I told him, I said, we will turn up on a game. We got to. I know Arsenal have been terrible this season, but there's going to be one time when they're going to say, nah. And they turned up today.
Exactly.
Today was the day they turned up. But now it cannot be a one-off. We got to follow it through. We got to, you know what I mean? We got Brighton, West Brom, Palace, Newcastle, all winnable games. They got to start climbing their way back up that table now.
Max, and like you said, you're proud of the performance today. The only thing missing again was you not being here, which is it was hard. And but thank you for trusting me.
You done well, man. You done brilliantly. Well done to you. You done brilliantly. I was watching the stuff. You guys, I have to say, right? You know, one of the funny things is obviously I'm always part of it, and it. So watching it, I always see people are always messaging me and saying, "Oh, Robbie, I love it so much because I've got the game on." And then I've got you guys on, and that's exactly what I did. And I have to say, it was so entertaining, man. You guys were just killing me with joke, man. When Ty was there going, what did he say? He was at the start, and some guy said to him, I'll put £1 for every time you say card or something. And he kept going, card. I was going, what's this?
I don't know how you do it, Robbie. I don't know how you control them. It's like a bunch of school kids, or it's like a circus. Like keep it all.
It was brilliant, man. But I haven't been too well over the past few days. I did obviously with all the protocols and that around, bit like the footballers. We on AFTV we have a lot of protocols around the COVID as well. So because I haven't been feeling great, I feel like I've got a cold. It's been quite a bad cold, but what I did is I went and I did the test this morning, so I'm still waiting for the results to come back. And I haven't had, I've just been checking my phone because they said you get it within 24 to 48 hours. So I've done a DT also. He's done a test, and I'm just waiting to hear back from that to find out. But what I would say to anybody, if you do have the symptoms and that, I went and done the test this morning, and it is pain free. You know what I mean? They do stick a thing right down your mouth, then they stick out your nose as well. And but hopefully, I'm hoping that I'll be COVID free, but I don't know yet. And I have to wait and see. And obviously, I didn't want to come into. I haven't seen you guys for a few days now, so I didn't want to come if I do have it and be somebody who spreads it. It's a horrible situation at the moment with this whole whole COVID thing. But listen, it's the time that we're living in, man, and we have to take the right steps, So it was a great watching you guys. And the one thing, when I'm at home, I can have a drink because I ain't got to drive nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you enjoy yourself. Listen, Robbie, thank you. Fingers crossed, and hopefully you don't come back positive from COVID. But thank you for letting.
I know you've done a brilliant job, man. You held the fort brilliantly. Well done to you. You, James, the great show, Pippa, Charlene, and all the guys. Even Ty, I see him there.
Cut.
Ty, you called it, didn't you?
Fortunately, luckily, thankfully, I did.
Didn't you say 3 as well?
No, I said 2-0, but I said Alexander scored.
Yeah, well done, Ty, man. You've always got the confidence. No, that was a great Christmas present for all Arsenal fans.
We missed you, man.
We needed it.
It's not the same without you. Cecil was brilliant, but he's not the same without you.
Yes, and listen, Robbie, talking about Christmas present before we wrap up. What's that? A new Christmas present on what's this? When you get that for Christmas? Or?
Yeah, you know what? I got this the other day, and I'm like, I felt bad when I bought it. I was like, I didn't feel for Giddy's man any more money. Yeah. Because the way they're playing, but they played well today, man. I wore it with pride. You know what I mean?
Exactly.